Good afternoon. It is afternoon, isn't it? I'm Deborah Bonner, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you are part of this 6 week vocal pilot program. And thank you so much for being a part so that you can help us perfect the course for future participants. Um, I just want to get to know you a little bit and who's here? Do we have any names
Kaylee,
again?
Kaylee just joined.
Kaylee and
Serena,
Serena,
Ben,
Ben.
Reading, Matt Hyde, Bluebonnet Burrow. Who else?
Oh,
Chance.
so this program, I finally put my life's work into a book and an online vocal training program. And I've been teaching voice for nearly 50 years. And I started at a very young age training in my early teens. And um, I worked with some of the top voice teachers in the world, two of the top. Seth Riggs, who taught all the stars at one point, like Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder, Bette Midler, Bernadette Peters, Barbara Streisand, anybody who's anybody was his students. And then Richard Miller, who taught uh, opera singers at the Met and the opera houses all over the world. I was his associate for 9 years, and Seth for 20. And then, of course, graduated from University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. I got my master's in voice performance. So, and University of Michigan is considered one of the top uh, vocal schools, voice schools in the nation. So, the work that I have done, I can now give it to you at a very affordable rate. So, um, this pilot program uh, will include modules. There'll be 6 modules, one module a week, and you can take it at your pace, but you'll have to work with that module for a week before you go on to the next module. And the first module basically sets your body up for singing. So we learn correct breathing and posture, and then exercises to build your core, which is your breath, the breathing muscles, and then we train the muscles and the laryngeal area in the throat that actually produce the tone. And so your body's set up, ready to train those muscles in the laryngeal area. Um, Many of you already know that that uh, the the foundation of this method that I teach is founded in the infant's cry. That is the first sound of the human voice. And so the exercises that that we use all stems from the infant's cry, and there's quite a bit of knowledge in the module so that you can understand how the voice works and why we use certain exercises. And there are 5 basic categories of exercises that we use. One, to stretch out the muscles, just like you stretch when you go to the gym to do aerobics or before you do any athletic event. So we have stretch exercise. And then after you do stretch exercises, because of the way the body works and the voice function, you want to keep the larynx in a low, stable position because singing is no more than speaking. So I don't want to get too much into it. If you have any questions, are there any questions anybody have? Uh,
So there
but
was one that came through. There was a couple. Receive, Restore, Rejoice said, wasn't Gene Kelly associated with the University of Michigan? That's incredible. They're excited about being in, but
Oh,
that's
wonderful.
those are some of the responses so far.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be able to share with you. Clotilde, will you come? This is my daughter, and she's my number one voice teacher.
Number one.
I have 8 children, 4 girls and 4 boys, and they all teach voice. And
We-
they all sing professionally.
This is true. We do. We have competitions on the regular, and it's just been a world of fun learning from a wee small babe of how to sing and then populate that into professionalism, how to learn and train, and then basically find yourself on a professional stage cultivating all the things that your mother taught you. Isn't that amazing?
And
That's
now
so
we're going to
special.
teach you.
You're going to be one of her daughters.
Right. How about that? And one of my sons. So it's gonna be a lot of fun this summer.
Come join us. You're going to learn so much.
Yes.
If anything, it's going to be information that you can take through the years.
Yeah.
Not just
A lifetime.
Yes.
And you'll be able to teach your own children.
Oh,
It'll be awesome.
It's generational. At least in this family, it's generational.
Yeah, it
But what's so wonderful and what's different about this program with Your True Voice is that Deborah is a transformational coach. So I don't know if you implement any of that in the training in the summer.
Well, let me just say this. The exercises themselves transform
Ooh.
you. Transform a voice, transform a life.
Ooh.
Because I have found over my 50 years that when you straighten out the imperfections in the voice, you straighten.
Straighten out the issues in your life.
That's so true. You-
How is that?
well, I believe, it's your voice. You've heard it said, if I could only find my voice.
Ooh.
I need to find my voice. There is truth in that. And so that's why your true voice, with these exercises, you'll be able to eliminate the negativity in your voice, all the obstructions in the voice, so that you can have your pure voice. You'll have your voice. You will have found your voice.
Yes.
And in finding your voice, you gain confidence. And I really believe that when you find your voice and you get rid of the issues in your voice, then you're able to hear. You're able to hear the Spirit.
And see,
It aligns you.
and your true self comes forward.
Right.
You're no longer
Your full potential self. Your celestial self.
See, so this is what's different about this method altogether.
Oh, yeah.
It really is. And I have watched it happen. Student after student after student. Someone who's vocally jammed, they're not able to reach certain notes. And actually when
Or
they
have
actually
breaks
start
and
to
cracks in the voice, or dirt in their voice. When we call dirt, when their voice isn't clean, when they're impure. When you purify that tone,
and toning those muscles,
then
it
they
releases.
have, it releases the negativity.
Yeah.
And so it's just, and the reason I love teaching is because I love what it does for the person. It gets you closer to your core. You become more confident. You become more secure. You become more solid, and you become more one with your Creator.
Side note, I can't remember many times you would teach a lot of like stay-at-home moms back in the day, in the late 80s and early 90s, the stay-at-home
I
mom.
love teaching.
And they would come and
this
say,
one.
"Hi, Deborah, I would love to take voice lessons," and they'd sing like this. And then I go away for a period of time. I come back and they're like, are you sure, Deborah? Because I was thinking, and they had this depth to their
they
voice and
transformed
assertiveness to themselves and marital
Yes,
issues.
I've taught.
Because they got strong.
Well,
Just kidding.
there
Kidding,
are
not kidding.
many women that I've taught that couldn't get out of their beds, depressed,
Wow.
couldn't take care of their children. And by training their voice, giving them their voice, they become from kittens to lioness, started their own businesses, and super mom, and a wonderful wife, and able to do so much more because they find their voice.
So come on board, even if you're not a mom.
Well,
even
this
if
is
you're
great for kids, and especially
and-
nowadays.
Yes.
You know, because there's a lot of depression,
Well,
a lot of anxiety, and you will find that in finding your voice, you eliminate those things. Now that's that part of it.
that's not part of
that's
that
just-
summer
that's-
program. But
No, that is when
Oh.
you train your voice. That happens. Period. But I'm saying I don't want to get so much into that. We're finding your voice so you can gain confidence, so you can be your best you, be the best you that you can be,
We have a
and then you'll be able
question.
to fulfill your mission. Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
question from whom?
Matt Hyde says,
Matt, hi.
how
Hi,
often
Matt.
how often do you need to do the exercises each day? When do you do them? What do you do to remind yourself to stop and do exercises?
Okay. Now. Well, that's a big question. Let me say this: if you've never trained in this method, I would start with the infant's cry. That's the first sound of the human voice. And so as we get older, we lose the frequencies that we had as a baby, like we lose a lot of those frequencies. So by doing that, we're re-grooving those muscles. We're retraining those muscles. I would say start off with just that infant's cry, like 5 times in the morning, 5 times in the afternoon, 5 times in the evening.
Now,
Just
in-
and or you can say a creaky door. If you don't know what a baby sounds like, an infant, instead of going, you go. Do it 5 times. That's going to start retraining your muscles so that you'll be able to do more. It bridges the breaks in your voice. It increases your range. It purifies your
that
tone.
is actually the one warm up. I actually don't warm up before shows, and right now I'm playing Madame Thénardier in Les Miserables
Where?
at Hill Center Theater in Salt Lake City. It is a big role, and I don't warm up for it, and I have to sing a lot of things.
Because her voice is already
But
conditioned.
aside from that, every now and then when I'm feeling like, my voice doesn't feel like it's right there, I do the
to
squeaky
rebalance,
door.
to rebalance her voice, and just to connect her muscles.
And it just
Connect.
aligns it the way I
Yeah.
need it. But now listen, I want to say, if I can, I would not at all differ from what you said. But if you're in the program and you're listening to the vocalises, if they have the vocalises, do you want them to do them?
Well, I want them to follow the program.
Follow the
Because we're
program.
starting from the
Very
bottom.
basics.
We're starting with posture, because posture is important, and breathing. The best breathing technique by 2 of the top vocal pedagogues of the 20th and 21st century.
I love when you say
So-
vocal pedagogues. You're just a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, well.
You just have a vocabulary that pedagogues. I don't think I've ever said that word.
Well, now you have.
I have now. Anyway, come join us. It's going to be a lot of
Well,
fun.
they're already in.
Oh, they're in.
This is our focus group. This is our 200 families that will be in training.
All
And
right.
we'll have focus groups
Yes.
that will let us know
How it's working for
how
you.
it's working and how
Good
we
luck.
can improve it for future,
For your learning,
for,
yeah.
for future students.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Way to
awesome.
go.
And
We
we'll have little
wish you-
contests. We'll have little contests to see if you're doing these exercises
along
correctly.
the way. Mm-hmm.
And who does them the most correct. We'll give little prizes. And
We wish you luck in the process, courage in the process. It's
oh,
not
it's
going to
gonna be a lot of fun. It's
not-
gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun, but it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, no, the exercises are not pretty.
But the voice will become pretty.
Oh yeah.
Another question that has popped up a couple of times
Okay.
is when will the program be available, and if we can't be part of this program now, when can we be part of it?
Well,
or when
you
are
can
you doing
purchase
it
the
again?
program now. You just won't be a part of the focus group. But go to yourtruevoice.com.
yourtruevoice.com. Go get it. Try it
Yeah.
out yourself. Send us a note. Tell us how it's going.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck to you, focus group. Have fun.
Yes,
You're
it's
with
gonna be
the
awesome.
best of the best. I am a walking example of all of the different implements that you're going to hear. I use it in my everyday, and I sing.
And she was on Broadway tour with Color Purple lead with she
But
was
that's
assistant to the lead.
just one of her other children that's on Broadway currently. Doing
Yeah,
the thing.
and then
So-
I have a son who teaches Katy Perry, Ariana Grande, Fergie, the Disney stars, all the technique. This is considered the best technique in the world. It is the best,
Come on.
and you have it.